So you're planning a trip to Nigeria. Well, it's time to throw out everything you thought you knew. Because starting May 2025, Nigeria is rolling out one of its biggest immigration overhauls in decades. From the moment you book your flight to the moment you leave the country, every step of the process is now fully digital. Whether you're a Nigerian citizen returning home, a tourist, a business traveler, or even part of the ECOWAS region, you are affected. I'm going to walk you through exactly what's new and what you need to know to avoid being delayed, fined, or turned back at the airport. Here's what we'll cover. What major changes have taken effect starting May 2025? What steps to take before you travel? What documents and digital forms are now required? And how to safely and smoothly get in and out of Nigeria under the new rules. Stick around because whether you're traveling solo with your family or heading home with an expired passport, there's critical info you need to know. Let's break it all down. What's new, the major changes? Let's start with the biggest update that affects almost every international traveler. One visa on arrival is officially gone. Yes, you heard that right. As of May 1st, 2025, Nigeria has completely phased out the visa on arrival policy. What does that mean for you? It means that travelers from over 170 countries can no longer fly into Nigeria and get a visa at the airport. That option is now off the table. Instead, you're required to apply for an eVisa before you travel, and it must be approved before you board your flight. The only group exempt from this rule? Citizens of ECOWAS member states. If you're from any of the 15 West African countries under the ECOWAS umbrella, you can still enter visa-free as before. For everyone else, the process is now digital and strict. The Nigerian Immigration Service has introduced a streamlined eVisa portal. And while they claim visas are processed within 24 to 48 hours, it's strongly recommended that you apply at least 7 days before your flight to avoid any surprises or delays. And here's something important you might not know. If you don't have an approved eVisa, you will not be allowed to board your flight. Airlines have been given clear instructions, and if they try to sneak someone through without a valid visa, they face heavy penalties and fines. So don't count on any last-minute miracles at the airport. White heavy checkmark travel tip. Once your eVisa is approved, print out a hard copy and keep it with your travel documents. Also, save a digital version on your phone. Immigration officers at both your departure and arrival airports may request to see it, and being prepared can save you time and hassle. This change marks a major shift in how Nigeria handles international travel, making the system more secure, efficient, and transparent, but only if you follow the new rules. And that's just one of several important updates. Let's move on to the next major change. 2. Biometric screening on arrival. Now, let's talk about what happens the moment you step off the plane in Nigeria. Get ready for biometric screening, a process that's now a standard part of the arrival experience for all international travelers. As soon as you reach immigration, you'll be guided through a digital identity verification process that includes fingerprint scans, facial recognition, and a real-time cross-check against the details on your passport and eVisa. This isn't just a formality, it's a major upgrade designed to make border security faster, more accurate, and far more secure. No more long forms or paper-based ID checks. Everything is now fully digital, reducing the chances of impersonation or document fraud. The entire process usually takes just a few minutes, but it's important that you cooperate fully, place your fingers properly, look straight into the facial recognition camera, and follow the officer's instructions. This step helps the system instantly confirm that you are who you say you are, and that your documents match your biometric data. If anything doesn't match, or your identity cannot be verified, you could face additional questioning, delays, or even denial of entry. So make sure your travel documents are up to date, and that your eVisa details match your passport exactly. This new biometric screening is all part of Nigeria's broader push for a modern, transparent, and tamper-proof immigration process. It's designed to protect both travelers and the country, while speeding things up for those who are properly documented. So when you land, don't be surprised when you're asked to scan your fingers and smile for the camera. It's just part of the new normal. 3. Digital landing and exit cards are now mandatory. Next up, a major shift in how travelers check in and check out of Nigeria. Landing and exit cards have gone completely digital. Yes, those old paper forms you used to fill out mid-flight or scramble to complete in the airport line. Gone for good. From now on, every traveler, and that includes Nigerians traveling with foreign passports, citizens of ECOWAS member states, and tourists or business visitors from anywhere in the world must fill out a digital landing card before arrival and a digital exit card before departure. But here's the catch. You can only fill out each form within 96 hours, that's 4 days before your flight, not earlier. Each form is valid for one trip only, and it's non-transferable, which means every traveler must fill their own form, even if you're traveling as a family or group. No single form for multiple people, every person, every trip, every time. The process is simple and can be completed online from your phone or computer. You'll provide your basic travel info, passport number, flight details, address in Nigeria, and emergency contacts. So why this change? It's not just about going paperless. This move helps Nigerian immigration screen travelers before they arrive, spot potential red flags early, and cut down processing times at the airport. It's all part of a smarter, more data-driven immigration system. But don't wait until the last minute. If you arrive without completing your digital landing card, you could face delays, extra screening, or even be denied entry. So put it on your travel checklist. Complete your digital landing card within 4 days of your flight, and do the same for your exit card before you leave. It's quick, it's required, and it's your new key to smooth entry and exit from Nigeria. 4. Your eVisa is not the same as a landing or exit card. Let's clear up a common misconception that could cause serious travel headaches. Your eVisa is not the same thing as your landing or exit card. These are two completely different documents, and you need both to enter and leave Nigeria smoothly. Here's how it works. The eVisa is your official permission to enter Nigeria. It's processed online and must be approved before you board your flight. The landing card, on the other hand, is a separate digital form that gives immigration officers detailed information about your visit, like where you're staying, your flight details, and your local contact. And when you're leaving the country, you'll need to fill out the exit card as well, another digital form with your departure information. These cards help authorities screen travelers faster and more efficiently. And this is crucial, having one does not replace the other. If you arrive in Nigeria with just your eVisa but no landing card, you could be stopped at the airport or even denied entry. Likewise, even if you filled out your landing card but don't have an approved eVisa, you won't be allowed to board your flight. Pro tip: treat your eVisa and landing exit cards as equally important travel documents, like your passport and boarding pass. Double-check that you've completed both before you head to the airport, or you could risk being turned back at the gate or stuck in immigration queues for hours. It's a new system, and it's non-negotiable. No eVisa, no landing card, no entry. 5. Support for Nigerians abroad with expired passports. If you're a Nigerian living abroad and your passport has expired, here's some good news: you're no longer stranded. Thanks to the new digital immigration reforms, there's now a special provision just for you. Instead of scrambling to renew your passport in a foreign country, which can take weeks or months, you can now apply for something called the Landing Card ID. Here's how it works. Go to the official Nigeria Immigration Service portal. You'll find a dedicated section for Nigerians traveling home with expired passports. Fill out the application form for the Landing Card ID, and make sure you do it at least 4 days before your flight. Once your application is approved, download or print the confirmation document. This will act as your temporary entry clearance. This document allows you to board your flight and legally enter Nigeria, even without a valid passport. But there's a catch. It's a one-way entry permit. That means once you land, you're expected to renew your Nigerian passport as soon as possible at any immigration office across the country. This is a major relief for thousands of Nigerians stuck abroad due to expired documents. It's also a smart step forward in making the system more inclusive, especially for citizens trying to return home under urgent or difficult circumstances. Just remember, no walk-ins or last-minute rush. You must apply online in advance and carry a printed or digital copy of the Landing Card ID with you. This is your ticket home, even without a valid passport. 6. New exit support for foreigners with visa issues in Nigeria. If you're a non-Nigerian currently in Nigeria and your visa has expired, or you're facing other documentation issues, there's a new digital system designed to help you leave the country legally and stress-free. Introducing the Exit Card ID, part of Nigeria's new digital immigration upgrade. This is especially helpful if you've overstayed your visa, lost your travel documents, or simply need official clearance to leave without getting flagged or fined at the airport. Here's what you need to do. Head to the official Nigeria Immigration Service portal and look for the section labeled Exit Card ID for foreign nationals. Fill out the exit form within 96 hours. That's 4 days of your departure, not earlier, not later. Once submitted, download or print your confirmation document and carry it with you to the airport. This confirmation serves as your digital clearance to exit the country, allowing immigration officers to verify your status and process your departure quickly, without unnecessary delays or penalties. It's fast, it's secure, and it's a lifesaver for travelers in a tight spot. Just remember, the exit card ID is not optional if you're having visa issues. It's now a mandatory step if you want to avoid trouble while leaving Nigeria. So don't wait until you're at the airport. Sort it out online before your flight. 7 overstay penalties take effect from August 1st, 2025. If you've been staying in Nigeria beyond your visa's expiration date, this is your final warning. Starting August 1st, 2025, Nigeria will begin enforcing strict overstay penalties as part of its new digital immigration overhaul. Here's what that means. $15 per day. That's the new daily fine for every day you overstay your visa after the grace period ends. Overstay by 6 months. You'll receive an automatic 5-year entry ban from Nigeria. Overstay by 1 year or more? You risk a permanent ban, no re-entry, no appeals. This is no longer a policy on paper. It will be actively enforced through Nigeria's upgraded digital immigration system, which now tracks every entry and exit automatically. But here's the good news. A grace period is currently in place. That means if your visa has already expired, you still have time to leave Nigeria before August 1st without paying fines or facing bans. So if you're in the country illegally, don't wait. Sort out your exit card, book your flight, leave before the deadline. Because come August, the system won't just know you overstayed, it will act on it. 8 health requirements still apply. Don't skip this step. Even with all the digital upgrades, Nigeria hasn't forgotten about health safety, and neither should you. If you're arriving from a yellow fever endemic country, or anywhere classified as epidemic-prone, you are still required to present a valid yellow fever vaccination card at the point of entry. No card, no entry. And in some cases, you may be forced to take the vaccine at the airport, or be denied entry entirely. But that's not all. You must also complete Nigeria's digital health declaration form before you land. This form screens for potential public health threats, from yellow fever to COVID to other emerging diseases. Here's what to do. Visit the Nigeria International Travel Portal. Fill out the online health declaration form. Upload your yellow fever card, if required. Print or download your confirmation. This step helps health officials monitor incoming travelers and respond quickly in case of any outbreak. So before you pack your bags, remember visa. Check landing card, check health clearance, also check. No shortcuts, your entry depends on it. Checklist before you travel to Nigeria. Apply for your eVisa if required. Complete your landing card online within 96 hours of your arrival. Don't overstay your visa. Complete your exit card within 96 hours before departure. Carry printed or digital copies of all confirmations. If stranded with an expired passport or visa, apply for the correct ID support form. Double-check your personal info. Incorrect names, passport numbers, or dates will invalidate your card. Nigeria's new immigration process is fast, digital, and strictly enforced. This isn't the Nigeria of yesterday, but with the right preparation, your trip can still be smooth, safe, and unforgettable. Stay informed, stay compliant, and above all, welcome to Nigeria. If you appreciate our content, please subscribe for more updates on immigration and relocation tips.